Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today's video is going to be a review of a film that I've been watching kind of over the last weeks and months and stuff, like not all the time but like at different times. This movie is none other than The Beatles and Help. So don't get me wrong about this, I absolutely love the Beatles. Their music, their style, they're amazing. Amazing is not strong enough word to describe who they really were. But I didn't just like them for their fame, music and stuff. I'll tell you what I really did like about them, who they were inside. And that's a really nice thing for a boy band to have a bit of a personality, which I really like about them. So they had a few movies, and I got Help for Christmas on DVD, and I haven't seen Hard Day's Night, but I wanted to watch Help more because I thought it would be a bit more, how would I put it, my style, because of the bright colours and stuff. So before I start this video, we've got some shout outs. I would really like to send this video out to Hugh J, because he's been begging me to give him a shout out, but I can't, anyway. But this video goes out to him, and I've got a number of people who I'm going to give a shout out to. Ollie Ford, Callum Humphreys, Flawless Fashion, G with a C, It's Riles, Amazon Kane, Shrek, whoever that's supposed to be. I think it's a really cool name, I love Shrek. Dylan Green, Josh King, Roman's Epic Channel, and 69XX_bigman_xx69. So those are all the shouts, and I'm really sorry if I didn't shout out your name, but I will do it in my other videos. So on with the review. So it wasn't really what I was expecting from like a Beatles movie. Like I expected it to be like a bit goofy and a bit crazy and stuff like that. But it's not really what I expected. So there is this cult who we're really not supposed to like. This religious cult who sends sacrifices off to this goddess. And then, so there's this other girl that's about to be sacrificed, and she has to wear like a large ring in order to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, this girl doesn't have the ring she's supposed to be wearing. Well, the ring is being worn by none other than Ringo Starr. Sorry, don't twist it there for a minute. So yeah. So this cult, we're really not supposed to like this cult technically. So the Beatles are currently living in London, and I thought they'd be living in Liverpool for some reason. Well, yeah, because that's how they formed, what am I saying? And so technically the Beatles are just being normal. They just go around London, record albums, blah, 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 doing their own stuff technically. And so what they keep noticing is some, like, people are, like, using machinery and, like, trying to, like, suck Ringo's hand down machinery, hand dryers, yeah, like machinery and things. So unfortunately, after several attempts of this, it fails. So the Beatles go to an Indian restaurant, and then so the cult disguise as waiters and try and like fit in the Indian restaurant, and then they like ask about the ring, and they say like things that, like, you're a lucky person to be wearing the ring. And it's so legit how they try and make the ring being a sacrifice something really special, even though despite you're going to be killed. So my favourite actress, Eleanor Bron, plays like a priestess of the cult. And as I said, you're not really supposed to like the cult, but Eleanor Bron's character is like trying to help them secretly, because she doesn't want them to be sacrificed. Because they're young, they've got their whole careers ahead of them, and I think she forms a bit of a crush on them. So technically, things start to get worse when two really crazy scientists ride the bandwagon of trying to get the ring. Because unlike the cult, the scientists want it to be able to rule the world. So after this happens, things like try and get worse. They the Cult try and burst into the home and wreck stuff and try and kill them and pour red paint over them as part of the sacrifice. And yeah, it's just not good at all. So they then decide to flee to the Austrian Alps near Switzerland. And I actually saw the Austrian Alps on holiday and I thought they were really cool. I couldn't see that much snow on them, but apparently they wanted a place to film with snow. And they chose the Austrian Alps because apparently that was the only place currently with snow at the time. Not currently, there were other places, but it was one of the places that had quite a lot of snow, so that's why they chose it. So, during a curling game, one of the crazy scientists try and hide a bomb in one of the curling stones, and then it, goes off, but don't worry, Ringo is not safe, but it doesn't kill him, so we don't have to worry about that yet. So, they go back to London, and they visit Scotland Yard in order to get protection from Scotland Yard. And we'd expect things to go more well here now that Scotland Yard's involved, but it really doesn't. Because they go I can't remember, where did they go? They go on top of a moor or something like that. I can't remember where it is. And they record 2 songs I Need You and Another Girl. The music sequences in this film are absolutely amazing, no doubt about that. The scenery, the music, it's really good. That's why I really have to compliment the film on the design and everything. I think all of that was really well deserved. So then, after the Cult try to shoot them there, they then try and escape again, and they do manage to succeed. And they hide in Buckingham Palace, and the 2 scientists come along and try and gas them, but they don't worry because they escape again. They're really good at escaping. It's very good how they escape. So then after this, it goes on to when they're in the pub, and there's secretly a trapdoor, and Ringo falls through it. Yeah. Oh God. Yet again, he is saved. They get saved pretty much through most of this film, so yeah. If you love the Beatles and you don't want them to die, don't worry. Well, I'm not going to give anything away, but just watch the film. So then after all of that's happened, they go to the Bahamas, and they perform Another Girl on the beach. And it's really nice to see scenes of the Bahamas. It's lovely, the blue sea. It's beautiful. It made me jealous because I wanted to go to the Bahamas. The Cult yet again follow, and the 2 scientists to arrive on boats. And even the Beatles trying to wear masks in order to disguise as Ringo. And yeah. And then eventually the scientists, not the Cult this time, the scientists capture him and try and use surgery to get off the ring. Because I don't think the scientists were really intending to kill him. They just wanted the ring for themselves, unlike the Cult. So after this happens, our heroine, Eleanor Bron, comes on the ship. And honestly, I'm going to include her in one of my most underrated girls video because she really doesn't get the credit she deserves in this movie. Because it's just amazing how she sneaks in to turn off all this machinery. It's really good. It's cool is what it is. I get really tongue twisty for some reason. I don't know why. So after this happens, I know I'm saying this happens a lot. You think they'd get away and they'd be safe. Oh, but you're wrong. The Cult capture them, tie them down on the beach, and you have to watch the film. I have the full thing on DVD. And it's not one of those movies that's terribly easy to find because it's quite a rare film. But overall, I think it was shot in 16 days, and I think it's a pretty impressive film to be shot in 16 days. The Beatles weren't too enthusiastic about filming after doing Help, but a lot of people prefer A Hard Day's Night over it because of its more creativity, so I need to watch A Hard Day's Night. And I think the Beatles were... I know a lot of people say they weren't very good as actors, but I think they were absolutely fine. I think they were actually quite natural. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, most of the actors in this movie do a pretty good job of what they're given. The songs, the costume, the colours, it's all really good. It's probably one of the best things about the film. The story is a little wacky at times, and it was a little darker than I thought it would be, because I thought it would be a bit more giddy. But I'm kind of glad it wasn't as giddy. I'm glad it was quite dark as well. So, and I think, I know I probably gave away a lot of the movie then, which I do admit to. But if you honestly want to go and watch this movie, it's not the best movie in the world, and it's probably not... Well, it is something I'd watch again. But to be honest, it's the Beatles I'm watching it for, and Ellen LeBron, who I love. And that's it, really. But if you have any interest in watching this movie, I'd recommend it, because it is a pretty good film, and it probably doesn't get the recognition it deserves, but it's quite a good comedy sort of thing for what it's worth. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!